it's nearly the end of July. So it's time for a plot tour and see what we can get harvested. I can see from here that the main cropped potatoes are still looking rather green, so they've got a bit of time to go yet. It kind of stages back if you look. The next set a bit further on, and it goes further back to the last ones that I'm going to need to harvest soon. Ah, Bramley apples. I mean, they look healthy enough, but they're quite small. I'm used to them being double this size. Must be something to do with the drought. There we go, potatoes nearly done there. Those about ready to harvest, and the end ones need harvesting very soon. Ah, carrots. I must do a test pull at some point. I've got no idea what size they are under there. Salad going to seed there, possible save. And parsnips, not quite sure why some at the back are looking a bit yellow there. Ah, tomatoes. It's like a jungle in here. But I do spy a few red bits, so hopefully we've got some lovely tomatoes to come. I can see one in there. It's a little bit split. I must make sure I pick that so it doesn't go mouldy. Then we can get it eaten up. The Roma tomatoes, the plan is to freeze those because I need to save them so that I can process them all together. But some nice salad tomatoes there too. Beans and that over there seem perfectly all right. The run of beans probably come to an end soon. This heat seems to be speeding everything up so much. Let's go and have a look at the squashes. So there's plenty of growth. I need to get another set of wire on the top of there. And this one's coming on a treat. This is called Ute. I've never grown that before, so it'd be interesting to see what it tastes like. And a wayward hollyhock there, sort of pretty but growing in the wrong place. I'll leave it for now. Now the Braeburns, again rather small. I'm not too worried. If they're too small, I'll just process them into apple puree. Beetroot. Ah, now they are coming on nicely. Make sure we pickle some of those at some point. And these are a bit of an experiment. These are the kidney beans. As in, you know, like the red ones that you put in your chilli. And they're starting to bean up and got some more flowers, that's good. See what happens there. Oh, nice, French beans. Can't remember which sort these are. Looks like there's plenty on the bush. We'll have to do some harvesting of those. Oh, yeah, that courgette needs harvesting soon. It's about on the brink there. It's nearly chicken food, so I better get that today. A few more beetroot. I don't know why they're doing that. These are supposed to be bolt hardy, but they look more like cylindrica because they keep going, instead of going round, they're sort of like tall and long. Bizarre. Ah yes, more French beans, and there is a ton on here. Must get these harvested before they get too big even. These are Cossae Violetta, and we really like these. They send the water blue when you boil them, which is quite interesting. Oh, another courgette on the brink. We'll have to pick that. Let's go and see what's happening with the strawberries. Obviously not expecting any strawberries, but our mulch from earlier seems to be working quite well. More potatoes there. Must replant that with beans soon. Oh, rhubarb's about had it. It's just got too hot for it, and it's decided, I'm done for this year. More hollyhocks. They're so pretty. Love a hollyhock. And some cabbages in here. I've already harvested a few and we put some in some coleslaw, but it looks like we've got a number in there that need picking, because if you leave them too long, slugs start to get in and Nobody likes that, it's a bit gross. Now then, how are the red Falstaff apples doing? They look pretty good, but again, they're a smaller size to usual. Not colouring up yet though, which is good. Now the blackberries, there is some on here to pick, and that's really early. I wonder if that's triggered by the drought as well. Let's blame everything on the drought. Ooh, pears. They're looking nice. Again, if a little bit small, but not bad, not bad. We have to do a test pick soon. Don't think that's a today job though. Right, let's get those courgettes. Another big green one I found here. I'm doing the lazy pick today. Twist them off. Sometimes it works quite nicely like that one, and sometimes it doesn't. Don't think there's any more in there. Oh, and I think that was green bush, that one. And I've got this one just labelled on my seed packet as yellow courgettes. That's really descriptive. But we'll get plenty out of that anyway. I'm glad I didn't let that go any further. Just popping them all in my harvest bag. If you're interested in the harvest bag, I have got a video on how I made that. It's sort of in test phase at the moment. It's doing pretty well. A few more here. I can see we're going to be making some more courgette cake and some more courgette soup as they start to come in. Oh, and somebody made a suggestion of making curry out of them, which I thought was quite a good idea. Might try that. And there they are. Oh, on to beans now, and oh my goodness, there's a lot of them. Picking with two hands here, and that is made possible by actually having the harvest bag, because I can just sling everything in the bag. I haven't got to hold a container or anything. So I'm actually really enjoying having this bag. It's making things a lot easier. We'll do the test release in a bit. Make sure it works. The other thing I like about the Cosse Violetta French bean is it can grow a little bit longer and not get stringy, but also I can see it. It's so much easier to pick. The green ones seem to hide so much more, but I like the flavour of these two varieties, so I tend to grow these each year. But as I say, purple one's so much easier to see. And if only it was as quick to pick as this speeded up video. It took forever. We will eat a considerable amount of these just during the weeks ahead, but I'm also intending on growing plenty so that we can have a store ready for in the winter and I don't have to buy them. So that's the idea of growing so many. Okay, here's some of them in the bag. This is most definitely not all of them, but I want you to see that the bag's containing them quite well. Okay, I went back, picked all the others, and let's see if I can get them all into the cool bag. So the bottom is open, I've unclipped it. I'm being a bit ginger because this is my first go. And there we go. Wow, it worked. Yay! Now that's what I call a picking of beans. Oh, and I mix them up, I'm not worried about that. Right, let's get these potatoes harvested and a quick weed. Now I don't know what's going to be under here. Again, I'm thinking this drought, what they're going to be like. Are they going to be like little piddly things that are hardly worth harvesting? Or, I mean, because normally a harvest of all these potatoes will last us well over 6 months. I do like this harvesting method. It's a no dig, and because the plant's completely died back, there's really nothing attached to the potatoes anymore. And all you have to do is like pop your hand in and lift the soil a bit, and it's like treasure hunting. The potatoes magically appear. I'm actually quite pleased. These are not a bad size for saying we've not had much water, and I haven't watered these potatoes at all. The other plus about them being A, in a raised bed, and B, it not being that rainy recently, is that they're all lovely and dry, which makes them clean when they come out. There's not much soil on them at all. I'm collecting these in a big bucket, and I will dry them out at home so that the skins can cure a bit. I just tend to put them in crates and then leave them in the garage for a little bit before bagging them up in paper sacks. Now, I think these are they certainly look like it anyway. These are my Charlotte potatoes. So they're like a waxy salad potato, but tend to grow them every year because I really like them. I do like them as a boiled potato, but sometimes I do wedge them. Depends. But they're all pretty clean and not many bits and bobs on them, no diseases, so quite happy about that. And today I'm only going to harvest half the bed, because by the time I've done half the bed I'm a bit tired. You'll also notice I'm wearing sort of some waxed gloves. It does really help to stop the soil from going right up my fingernails and getting it all around my fingers and my fingers hurting. So, because you can see, I don't use a spade or a fork or anything, so no spiked potatoes, which is also a plus. Now I think that's a pretty good haul for half a bed. Just over 1 metre wide and I think about 5 long, so it's 2.5 by 1 and a bit. Nice big ones. There are some tiddly ones, but we'll just get them sorted out and boiled up. So I'm going to get some of these blackberries harvested. Again, I'm using my bag, but this time I've got a couple of pots in it so that I've got something to put the blackberries into. I'm a little surprised about the earliness of these blackberries. Lovely and juicy, great big ones. First ones tend to be, I find. But this is way too early. I'm sure it is. Are your blackberries this early? Or do yours normally come this early? Oh, something I had to be very careful of while picking was these wasps. They were enjoying it. They were pretty almost drunk on the blackberries, which was a bit strange. But yeah, watch your hands. Let's get these tomatoes picked. This one's funny. Move it in front of the camera. Looks a bit like a bottom, so I don't know quite what happened there. There we go. Always like a funny fruit or a funny veg. Makes you chuckle. And all the imperfections in the vegetables we grow. It just shows you how real it is. Not like in the supermarket when they all seem to be exactly the same. It's just not possible in nature to have everything exactly the same all the time. Yum, they'll be nice in a salad. So look at these Roma tomatoes. I'll pick the ones that aren't totally ripe and put them in a bowl, and they'll finish ripening, and then I'll freeze them. Now looking at some of these, I can see they've got a little bit of blossom end rot on the end. Now I'll trim that off and see what they're like, because the majority of the fruit I reckon I can save. It's perfectly alright to eat as long as they're not too far gone. Now looking here at our haul from the allotment today, my goodness, look at those cabbages. I can see some coleslaw in my future. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed picking it all. Thanks for watching.